See this cute red cylinder sitting in your kitchen? To most of us, it's just the Bharat gas or Indian gas bottle that the delivery bhaiya struggles to carry up the stairs. But don't go by its size. This little bottle, or in fact the gas inside it, has survived a 3,000-mile journey, crossed the high seas, cheated physics, just so you can make your morning chai. Our story begins 80 kilometers offshore in Qatar, at a place called Northfield. Imagine 3,000 meters under the sea. The earth is holding its breath. When we tap into it, the gas doesn't just flow, it stays, it gushes out with a roar. But this raw gas is jungly. It's wild, hot, and full of impurities. We pipe it to Ras Laffan, clean it up, and then we do the big squeeze. We turn this invisible vapor into a cold, stable liquid. We chill it to minus 42 degrees Celsius. Why? Because you can't fit a mountain of gas into a ship unless you turn it into pani, right? But here is the challenge. How do you move this super chilled liquid into a ship without it hitting the warm air and turning back into gas? You can't just pour it, right? So we use massive insulated loading arms. Think of them as giant high-tech straws that lock onto the ship with a vacuum seal. This is a closed loop system. As the liquid goes into the ship's tank, the air inside is sucked back to the shore. Not a single molecule of gas is allowed to escape. It's a perfect frozen handshake. Now, let's talk about these ships as well. This ship is called a VLGC, a very large gas carrier. If you stood this ship upright in Connaught Place or in Marine Drive, it would be the tallest imarat of that city. One single VLGC carries about 45,000 to 55,000 metric tons of LPG. That is enough to fill nearly 32 lakhs domestic cylinders in one go. And believe it or not, even this massive ship only carries enough gas to fuel the entire country for exactly one day. That is how hungry India is for energy. Every second, the ship's machinery is fighting a 24/7 struggle against the Garmi just to reach our coast. If the refrigeration fails, or for even an hour, the pani turns back into a mountain of gas and the pressure would be catastrophic. बहुत बड़ा धमाका होगा. It is the floating refrigerator battling the Arabian sun. So challenge number 1 was how to fill this ship. Now comes another challenge. Challenge number 2, the great emptying. इसको खाली कैसे करेंगे? When this Titan docks at Mundra or Kandla, the scale is simply पैसा वसूल. You will see massive pipes connecting the ship to the jetty and they are covered in thick white ice. Even when the Gujarat heat is 45 degrees Celsius outside. But इसको हम ट्रक में भी भर सकते हैं, right? कर तो सकते हैं, but let's see. If we were to fill this cargo into trucks, we would need a line of 2,500 heavy-duty tankers stretching from Mumbai all the way to Lonavala. That's 42 kilometers. Instead, the ship uses its own massive internal pumps to push the liquid into our national pipeline network. It's like a giant heart transplant, moving the lifeblood of our kitchens from the oceans to the earth in one continuous surge. From the coast, this gas travels through the silent highway, underground pipelines, no jig-jig pick-pick of traffic, straight to the bottling plant. This is where your cute red cylinder finally enters the tasveer. The cylinder moves on a carousel, a massive spinning ring that processes 2,000 bottles every hour. A robotic arm pumps in the liquid, but wait, we never fill it top to top. We always leave 15% empty space. That's called the ullaj. So the gas has room to breathe in our Indian summers. And before it leaves, an electronic sniffer, sharper than any CID detective, checks for even the tiniest of leaks. If it finds one, that cylinder is bahar, out of the line immediately. But the journey doesn't end at the factory. The final relay is the most human one. Those cylinders are loaded onto trucks and sent to your local distributors godown. From there, your booking triggers the final 1 kilometer dash. Whether it's a delivery bhaiya carrying it up 3 flights of stairs or a trolley rattling down the narrow lane, that molecule from the Persian Gulf has finally reached its destination. From subsea reservoir to your stove, this relay race is complete. But here is the sukoon part. People often worry, will the gas run out? Listen, this whole system is so predictable, it's like a clock. On any given day, we have 5 or 6 of these massive ships lined up. Even in a crisis, the system is programmed to prioritize you. We can literally dial down the gas going to big factories and divert every single drop to your rasoi. So the next time you turn that knob and hear that click click whoosh, remember that blue flame isn't just luck. It's a 3,000 mile vada that India keeps every single day. तो इसी बात पे चाय पिएं. Thank you for your time and thank you for tuning in.